Formula One leaves Monte Carlo and travels to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. With the cancellation of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, Monaco was round 6. Now it's round 7 here in Spain. Up next, Canada and then Austria before the British Grand Prix in the early part of July. Then we go to Hungary and Belgium before the summer break. Netherlands and Italy is back-to-back before Singapore with Japan. Qatar and USA sprint races before a Mexico race. Then we get to Brazil, the final sprint of the year. Last 2 races though in Las Vegas and in Abu Dhabi. In the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen leads on 144 points to Sergio Perez on 105. Fernando Alonso's on 93, followed then by Lewis Hamilton, who's 19 clear now of George Russell. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc have dropped to 6th and 7th. Lance Stroll is 8th. Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly round out the top 10. Lando Norris is in 11th on 12 points, with Nico Hülkenberg on 6, Piastri's on 5, 4 for Bottas, 2 apiece for Zhou Guanyu and Yuki Tsunoda and Kevin Magnussen. Then we get Alexander Albon, the last driver with points. De Vries and Sargent still not scored in 2023. In the Constructors' Championship, Red Bull Racing now lead on 149 points. Aston Martin have 120. They are 1 point clear now of Mercedes on 119. Ferrari have 90 points as well. Big score in Monaco puts Alpine 5th on 35. McLaren have 17. Haas have 8. 6 for Alfa Romeo, 2 for AlphaTauri, and 1 point only for Williams. Let's take a look at the new modified Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. Now just 14 turns and back to its original layout. It's gonna be fun. Out of the last corner then, and boot it hard. Continue with the power as you approach the DRS zone. 8th gear maximum as you hurtle down towards turn number 1. It's the longest run down to the first corner on the calendar, so make sure to pick your braking spots early. Down into 3rd gear, hug the inside 2 curves with a quick flick as well. Then a long sweeping right-hander into turn 3 at Renault. Repsol is turn 4 as well. You'd be surprised how much it comes uphill. Brake down all the way, 4th gear, hug the inside line, then gradually on the accelerator as you come down towards the Seat corner. Back down again into 2nd gear, hug the inside curb, back on the power gently as you go onto the bridge as well. 7 and 8 chicane swoops in as well, flick the car in, first to the right, then the left again, now back up as well. Right-hander coming through into turn 9 at Campsa. Now, turn number 10 is back to how it used to be from a couple of years ago, you might remember as well, creating a new interesting final sector. Sweeps it back into how it was in the old days as well, and instead of the funny chicane at 13, 14, 15, it's now just one sweeping long loop. Take the exit curve full throttle, power into New Holland at much more speed. DRS comes up quicker. It should be about 2 to 3 seconds a lap faster. And that is a lap of the new Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. Hello everybody, welcome to the Spanish Grand Prix and qualifying for Formula One's, what is it, 7th, 8th round of the championship? I've completely lost where we are now because of Formula One keep changing. It's round 7 of the season as well. Thanks Formula One for counting Imola as a round, even though it never happened as well. Right, teams spread mighty thin here today, but it doesn't matter one bit because alongside me in the commentary box is Jess. Hello Jess. Happy actually that we actually get to call a session just us, because I don't think that's happened since testing, so it's great to see you. And it feels right that the 2 people who've led the Spanish coverage this weekend are doing qualifying, so it's going to be fun. You're on touring cars tomorrow as well as the F3 race, but how have you found the day so far? Because you haven't stopped either since this morning.
Well, I did have a break between with the F2 before you needed me to do it, filling a few things. But yeah, it's been a really good day. I enjoyed it. There was a sprinkle of rain for F2 as well, which changed quite a bit as well. And we've seen people use no more chicane in the final corner at New Holland, which definitely made a difference. Not gonna lie as well. So Yeah, hopefully it's going to make a difference for the F1. 1992, it's been hosted, the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. That's how long it's been. It's been used as a testing circuit for many years now. I kind of wish it still is for F1, but it is not. Mainly known for its aerodynamic qualities, and the wind direction change is absolutely crazy. So I think that could be a massive factor in qualifying. Could we see some rain? I don't know. I hope not, because we got stuff to do today and we got many series to cover. But yeah, we'll see what can we do. Can Alonso get his 33rd win today? They talked about it in the build-up whilst we were watching in the break. Can Fernando Alonso get his 33rd win this season at home soil?
I don't know where they got that stat from, though, in Crofty as well. It was quite bizarre, wasn't it? Laura Winter.
Laura Winter, it was, I think.
And Crofty tried to claim it was his. Well, what a surprise. I'm sure Laura Winter gave him a quick kick as well afterwards. Anyway, so yeah, we're a few minutes away from the qualifying session getting underway. The track was wet in free practice 3. Formula 2 started behind the safety car and then with a rolling start as well. The conditions were too bad, but it dried up, Jesse, amazingly quickly. And right now, I'm seeing a few little drops of rain outside of Haas right now, but I think we should be okay for dry tyres to begin with. So Q1, the start, is going to be incredibly busy.
I think it's going to be a lot of people out on the circuit. They want to get their laps in as quick as possible, and usually it's the Red Bulls, isn't it, that stay in the garage, and the Aston Martin. So it's going to be absolute chaos. We've seen a lot of impeding in FP3, didn't we? But I'm just looking at the steward's report. No further investigation necessary for the impedings at the moment. So that is, I'm just having a look at. Oh no, the bot's gone. Oh no, yeah, the bot's gone for the race control. It's completely gone. So I can't see if the other one was in. I don't think the De Vries and there was another one in turn 1. Which never got investigated for some real reason.
And Stroll, wasn't it? That got noted, but hasn't been investigated yet.
Yeah, it's very, very weird. But I think they're going to be hard on it in qualifying. So yeah, they better watch out. I think, 'cause otherwise, De Vries will be going Mamma Mia, which I found quite funny.
Once again doing it as well, and they're all desperately trying to keep on the action. Coming up here, so we're around about 30 seconds away from the start of the qualifying. Who's your big prediction then, Jess, to go out in Q1?
It is quite tough, to say the least, but I'm going to say one of the Alfa Romeos will not make it into Q1, Bottas.
Oh, good. Yeah,
obviously, I think the 2 Hasses, will get knocked out, and the 2 Williams. So that's my prediction. 2 Hasses, 2 Williams, and Bottas.
I was thinking Bottas as well. Now, Omi and Josh are commentating on the British Touring Car qualifying. I don't know if one of those two are still in the box, but either way, here it comes.
No, they're not. They've moved to comms box too, both of them.
Right. Okay, here it comes then. Qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. There's a popular tongue twister as well, and it's used in pronunciation classes. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Well, here today, it is in the air as well. What is going to happen in qualifying for round 7 of the 2023 Formula 1 World Championship? We're back at our first normal, proper, purpose-built race course for the first time since the season opener in Bahrain. Too many street circuits in a row. Now we're going to see what a favourite testing circuit can do. We're back to the original layout as well. No fancy chicanes added for added drama. Full speed around. Top speed 307 kilometres an hour. 14 turns in total. Elevation change is quite high. It's at 29.62 metres as well as it rises up in the 3rd sector. And it's an abrasive tyre surface, which means it's the hard white C1. the medium yellow C2 and the soft red C3. But with the rain in the air, the green intermediate and blue wet weather tyres are in operation as well. The track has had around about 40 minutes to dry since the end of the Formula 2, but the rain is still coming down. Track temperature is low at 24 degrees. Air temperature as well is only at 20 degrees, 74% humidity. And Jess, the atmosphere, well, there's something in the air tonight, and it could be Fernando Alonso going for another pole position here in Spain. The Pit Stop Boys released a new song, Vamos Fernando. Is it possible that he could take it to P1 here today? Mute. Again.
I'm like Omi, I'm sorry. If the Pit Stop Boys can predict that, then I think Alonso have them to thank, I think. So, yeah, that was who I predicted for pole position today. I was thinking about it over lunch, and yeah, I'm thinking Fernando Alonso is going to get pole on home, so I hope he does. But knowing Verstappen, I think he pretty much downplayed expectations, I think, in FP3. I think he was lying about him struggling personally, but we'll see what we can do as well. And Mercedes struggling a bit this weekend. I think Russell more than Hamilton. They could get knocked out and go into Q3. I think we've seen the Williams struggling as well. But the Spanish fans are in full force for Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz. Don't forget him.
Fernando Alonso here, of course, pole position only in 2006 at this circuit as well. Carlos Sainz, his best ever result here was third last year in 2022. That's in qualifying pace. Of course, Alonso's won here twice, but Jess, it's still raining out there. And actually, they're getting quite heavier drops, aren't they, out there on the Tech Pro? So the
just
rain
like the start of F2.
Yeah, so are we going to see everyone out there on slick tyres to begin with?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully the T-feed can tell us at some point when it decides to update.
Yes, look at that. They are piling out of the pit lane here. I've never seen a more excited exit to a circuit before here. They're literally queuing. And yeah, hungry, probably. Yeah, you're right. Risk of rain is 30% for this session, but it's coming up as well. The rain's on the radar. Verstappen leads the title. Look at that. 144 to 105. And new wet weather tyres. This is the weather at the top of the circuit. And I'll tell you what, Jess, it is looking quite... It's both the fog and the rain, isn't it, coming in? And it's unusual to get wet weather here in Barcelona. It's only happened, what, 3 times?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen many wet weather races around here, to be honest. I think the last one was back in the 90s?
Yeah, 96 at least. I can't remember any of that.
That was when that was the first season I ever watched on video, actually, because one of my favourite drivers then, who got me into Formula 1, Damon Hill, won his first World Championship. So, yeah, we're about to go green here in Spain.
Spitting in the pit lane, but only very lightly.
Spitting in the pit lane. Green light, away we go, Jess, as they're going to head out there on the circuit.
Yes, indeed. I believe that's one of the AlphaTauris that's going out first. I'm trying to think who that is, but we've got George Russell that's coming out. Yeah, but it's both AlphaTauris, so De Vries and Tsunoda out as well. Lewis Hamilton and the 2 Alpines are there too. Pretty much everyone's going out, so we will obviously see what they can do. Don't forget, 18 minutes of qualifying. Slowest 5 drivers at the end of it will get knocked out at the end of it. They won't take any further part of the session, and then it will lead to 15 drivers in Q2. Slowest 5 from that won't make it into Q3, and the top 10 will fight it out for pole position. For every session so far, it's either been that Max Verstappen or Sergio Perez. Well, we could see Fernando Alonso get pole. You never know. Hamilton may improve a little bit, but it's looking highly unlikely. We obviously have to wait and see. And there is, I believe, one of the Mercedes, or is that for... No, it's Fernando Alonso, of course. Everyone's cheering for him, of course.
Fernando heading out there on the track, keeping it calm. We've got a yellow flag in sector 13 already.
It's back. It's back. It's green.
Yeah, going back to green. So, who was that? It was just a yellow.
It is green again.
Is that Tsunoda? Yeah, it's
Tsunoda spin.
Oh, hello, Josh.
Oh, hi, Josh.
Is Omi here too?
Yeah, we just popped into Corner Box 2 to finalise stuff because we're jumping straight from this to Torncast.
I see. Hello, guys. Hello. We'll get your
Hello.
thoughts in a second then. Oh, Jesse hit the damp patch and the rear just locked. That's those soft tyres dead. Gone already.
I think that could be him knocked out of qualifying if he's not careful, and that was who I was not predicting to be knocked out. But here comes George Russell on a lap heading towards turn 1 and number 2, modulating the throttle there as well, heading towards turn 3 and 4. He's got a bit of clear air as well. One of the first drivers to set a lap time,
Is
and
it
Russell Radio again.
Rain is on the way, I think.
Trusted
Rain
Brit.
is on the way.
Trust a Brit to tell you that, don't you? So the rain's coming. What's Russell's for second sector time? Well, Sonoda's continuing on, and his time is a 22.9, whereas Russell's a 22.2. So Sonoda's tyres are massively flat spotted to cause these problems. So he's pretty much gone and
Gasly,
dusted.
purple first sector, 22.272. Oh, no, it's not anymore. Okay, fair enough.
Changes every second. Stroll, Lance Stroll has the fastest first sector time at 22.125. And remember, if rain's on its way, it's these early segments in qualifying that can really decide what the grid looks like. George Russell exits the last corner, boots it up towards the line. What's the time for George? It's a 1:15.735. Not the fastest we've seen this weekend, but certainly the most consistent in these difficult conditions. Cross the line then, and next up we see as well, that's going to be De Vries. As it's the pit lane, I think, has come Sonoda to back out.
Yep.
Yeah, new tyres, got to be.
De Vries has backed off of some sort as well, so both advertised. Ocon P1!
That's a big wake-up call for Mercedes. 9/10 faster. Ocon a 1:14.820, and Hamilton's a 1:15.4. So, and Gasly's a 1:14.6. What about a Stroll? Only third, 1:14.8 actually. So the 1:15's a too low a lap time. We've got a yellow flag again in sector 13. Someone's gone off for the second time.
That is... wait,
Red
no,
flag.
That's not the Ferrari's in the pit. Red flag!
Session stopped. So if it's Bottas who's got, yeah, Bottas has gone and he's brought loads of gravel onto the track as well. Well, hang on, why is that a red flag? He was off.
No,
It's off track.
He's back! What the... F.I...
Why is that a red flag? There's no gravel on the track. Why is that a red flag? That seems that's a very early call. And timings. There's no data coming. Is that the reason for the red flag? Surely not. It's a bit of a light call if it is.
I will check race control in a minute once it updates.
Josh.
Yes. Oh, hang on. Here's Alonso. Okay, he's had a twitch. Alonso's had a twitch. Oh, Alonso was in the gravel at New Holland.
That's why he lost time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hulkenberg is the fastest. 1:14.006. And if that rain
Hulk is
comes,
back.
that's a really unusual top 9. Go on, JT.
Why does the red flag? Can you check contact quickly, please?
Yep, and here's the
Okay.
reason. Here's Tsunoda. Oh, that's De Vries. De Vries has spun as well. So it's that wet patch that we saw in F2. So both Tsunoda and De Vries have spun the same part, and I presume Bottas can hit the bump with the wet water as well, and he's going to go around, yeah, exactly the same.
Just went slightly on the gravel, so check the floor and let it copy.
That was no need to be a red flag. They've gone incredibly. I'm surprised.
No.
Okay, what's
Yeah,
this? And it's the gravel. Goes Logan I saw Alexander Albon too.
That's probably why there's been loads of red flags. I think it's
yeah.
probably due to the spin. Now I
Albon.
can understand.
Albon through the gravel shot. My goodness me. It's all been go here, isn't it?
Lucky not to beat it there.
Albon radio.
It's the car quite hard when I rejoins.
So,
Josh, just to give you a question. Sector 1 isn't meant to be there. That's supposed to be the other side of that. So it goes up until the start of sector 1. So you need to change that all around, Josh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So time difference best last.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so it's the one way around. Right, Jess.
And laps.
We're under red flag. Answer the pit lane, but I'm going to throw it to you to take it with Josh and Omi for a second while I go set up the boys for touring cars.
Oh, yes. So 14 minutes and 13 seconds still to go. Obviously, we won't hear from Anthony Davidson for the time being. So Hulkenberg, we'll go through the timings while we're at it. Hulkenberg fastest at the moment with a 1:14.006. Pierre Gasly in P2 with a 1:14.618. Ocon third with a 1:14.820. Then it's Lance Stroll, 1:14.885. Then first drive into the 1:15s, Kevin Magnussen in fifth, 1:15.047. Lewis Hamilton in sixth, 1:15.439. Russell, the first one to settle that time. He can only manage seventh with a 1:15.735. Fernando Alonso, 1:16.170. And everyone else, that's Verstappen, Perez, Bottas, Tsunoda, Norris, Joe, De Vries.
Hulkenberg lap deleted.
Hulkenberg lap time deleted.
Track limits at turn 5.
Turn 5. Okay, then that just popped up on my on T-Feed. Thank you, T-Feed, for being a bit delayed there. And we just heard Omi there. Hi, Omi. What are your even though you're not going to be there for the qualifying, what are your hopes going into the session? We got one red flag though, so you were hoping for a red flag. Guess what? You got one.
Well, I don't think I was hoping for it at this time because Ferrari left the pits.
I
earlier.
was.
Now, if it starts raining, then we could see both Ferraris out. Anyway, but yeah, I probably want I wanted red flags later on. Like, let's just have a bit of a delay. Come on, guys, delay it for us, and then me and Josh can get back. But anyway. My prediction for Bottas, I didn't get to say in F2, but I got a lot more longer than you guys think about it. So I will go for Esteban Ocon. Actually, change that, Gasly.
Gasly. So you're just going by the results here at the moment, aren't you?
No, I just like to pick someone who has a chance, but that's a bit random, if you get what I mean.
To be fair, there was quite damp conditions in Hungary 2021, and guess who won that year? Esteban Ocon, who made the right call to go on to slicks as well, and he was leading for most of that race, and Alonso, being his teammate at the time, was helping him defending from Lewis Hamilton as well. Is Gasly going to do the same? I wonder. Oh, we got some team radio replays, which you can't hear because Josh is setting up.
Red flag.
Oh, hi, Josh.
Good. I got quite a few surges. 6th gear, turn 1, turn 3, and now turn 9.
I'm
Right.
bouncy, guys. Copy, Joe. Very wet, Excel 12, man. Really wet there. The rest is okay.
Verstappen, Q1 will resume 16:12. 3 minutes.
I need to change helmet as well. Get that ready.
Okay, understood.
Verstappen will change his helmet.
So they said it's raining. Yes, we know. It's like what we
Raining
saw in
hard.
F2.
Raining hard and very wet exit of turn 12, which is where we've seen all the spins at turn 12. But we're going down to Bradley Lord, the communications director at Mercedes.
It's away. So what had you seen on the weather forecast that made that decision?
We could just see that little bit of rain building sort of south of the circuit and wanted to get out and at least get a banker lap in. I think we waited quite a long time down at the end of the pit lane, so the tyres weren't in ideal condition, David, but both drivers at least
2 minutes to restart
on the board, which may prove to be useful later, or would have been at least had the rain intensified through Q1.
So a reduced amount of time now then, Bradley, for in terms of you've got to get out, do the out laps again and get on to the fast laps. Quite a lot of pressure out there at the moment.
Yeah, reasonable amount of pressure. I think a little bit more for those who haven't got a time on the board yet. But what we're just looking at is when's the optimum time to run. There's obviously going to be a lot of traffic out there early in this session, and logically, if no more rain falls, the circuit's just going to be improving lap on lap. So we're just trying to time and build the right run plan.
You're obviously limited to the amount of tyres that you can use, the soft tyres, during the qualifying sessions. So is your indication that even if you have to go out for another push lap on the same set of soft tyres, the track evolution kind of balances that out, that one tyre set might wear, but the track evolves sufficiently so that you can still go faster?
That's the calculation you're trying to do, yeah, and just trying to work out what that evolution will look like. Also, on a slightly damp track like we had, how much have we actually taken out of that first set of softs as well? It won't have been as hard a lap and as high in energy as we'd have seen on a bone dry track in hotter temperatures. So those are exactly the sort of compromises the guys in the pit wall and the engineers are trying to work out at the moment.
Bradley, great to have you with us. Thank you. We'll be back.
So that was Bradley
I'm
from
here.
Mercedes to Communications Red. Oh, hi, Josh.
Hello, I'm going to be disappearing again in a second. So, Josh, I need you to do me a favour. Tell me when
Yeah.
the Touring Cars YouTube stream comes available.
Got it. It's just on like the starting on itv.com/BTC, but I'll check the YouTube.
Yeah, so let me know, and then I will go upstairs and hook that up. Let's have from Leclerc.
Just a few drops, turn 1.
Jess, it's only fair. Over to you.
Right, we're about to go green in 3, 2, 1. And we're going in qualifying. Qualifying resumes with the 2 Alfa Romeos out first. And everyone is now keen to set a lap time and hopefully less spins as well. There's pretty much half the grid that haven't got any lap time set yet in their cars. So they're going to hope that there's no more rain on the horizon, because otherwise they could be knocked out of Q1 as well. We've got, I think, one McLaren and one Alpine that's taken a while to get out, or they're going out on the circuit. That's all great to see as well.
Always nice to hear.
Yeah, it is. Really, really nice. So we got, I believe it's Max Verstappen out on circuit. Hasn't set a lap time yet. I have to say, is his struggles justified? Did he really struggle out there today in FP3, or was he playing it for the drivers?
I'm still 90% convinced that he didn't want to show his true pace in these wet weather conditions. So I think that Red Bull's going to be faster than we think. But that red flag apparently was due to gravel on the track that needed to be cleared up as well. That's what we heard as well. I don't know if you heard that was the reason, but Andrew Benson tweeted that.
Have you got the timer to 12:52, by the way?
Yes, I did fix it. Yeah, I thank you.
Okay,
who
good.
told
Okay,
us.
because there was a comment in the live chat.
Yes.
That's what, yeah.
I thank you told us. I'm just getting the name up as well.
That was George that pointed it out. Thanks,
Yes,
George.
Thank you, George. Because I got it sorted. But here we go then.
And
First-
Josh.
Yes.
Hulkenberg's fastest lap time got deleted for track limits at turn 5.
So that puts Gasly back up then as well as Leclerc starts it. Look at the rain hasn't come down just yet though. Anything from the touring cars yet? No, it'll be the next minute, won't it?
No, just finalising stuff on OBS.
So there's nothing. So there's nothing from ITV's YouTube stuff. That hasn't started.
Checking.
Because that's what I need to know. Because I need to go upstairs to the commentary box and get it sorted for you. Leclerc.
Oh, I hope there's no red flags during your time gone, Josh.
Well, to be fair, they did want a number of red flags for F1 so that it would be easier. Is it on?
It's live. It's live.
Right, I'll be...
Yeah, the stream, the ITV one.
Right, I'll get these laps done. Hand over to Jess for a second as well. Right, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, all looking improving. There's a lot of traffic there coming in that last sector as it looks... Oh, and a slide there from Sainz. I'd love to tell you more, but the camera looked like it was drunk and had beer goggles on from the helicopter. Right, this is Leclerc. Oh, my word! Sainz nearly wiping out Pierre Gasly. Sainz on a push lap, and the Alpine Gasly completely blocked him. That cost Sainz time there. Leclerc down to 11th, but that was... I don't know if you spotted that, Jess, but that was unbelievable from Gasly. He just blocked the track completely.
That was very tight as well. Verstappen purple first sector, he's green in the middle sector. I think this could be faster than beat Joe. You never know. Yes, it is. 1:13.660. He is
Piastri
at the moment.
Piastri! We've got a yellow flag in sector 13 once again, the same part of the track we just had a red flag for, but Piastri's got second. Oh no!
Oh no, he's back.
We've got
He's
green.
going.
We've stayed green. Let's hope we don't have to red flag for anything on the track. Sonoda goes 11th. De Vries back in the pit lane. Yep, he's gone in a spin. That's his second spin of that part of the track. AlphaTauri are running out of tyres, but Alonso's 6/10 down. Oh, and a twitch too. It's
Piastri's second. When was the last time we saw McLaren on the front row?
31,000.
Wow, and it was Russia. It was Russia in 2021 when Lando took pole. Alonso goes 6th, 1:14.65.
For the race, he was robbed.
10 minutes to go. I'm handing to you, Jess.
So Fernando Alonso is still in 6th, and he just crossed the line. Someone else just crossed the line as well. Let's have a look at the replay. That's, I believe, Sainz. Yeah, that's Carlos Sainz. There's a lot of traffic, but oh, he got massively impeded. Team Radio, he should get a penalty. I had to lift in the middle of a high-speed corner. I think so too. That was definitely impeding there. Who was that? Was that? Hold on. Let's look at De Vries. That was a replay that almost caused it to be a red. Oh. So he just got on the gravel there. Luckily, he could get the car going. Shame there's no text for all radios, really, which is quite annoying. But luckily, he didn't hit the wall, because otherwise it would have definitely been... Oh! That was very tight. That was very tight. So, in the drop zone at the moment, Leclerc, Norris, De Vries, Albon and Sargent. Turn 13 incident involving Gasly and Sainz. It was Gasly that blocked them. Will be investigated after the session for impeding. I think it will be a grid penalty of some sort. So, that will be frustrating for Gasly. Russell saying tyres aren't working. And I have to agree, Russell's times not looking very good so far. Hamilton is on a fast one as well. He's setting personal best in every sector. He's sitting 12th at the moment. Where is he going to slot his Mercedes? Up to the line at 3rd place for Lewis Hamilton. But still slower than Piastri. Bottas comes to the line in 8th. Albon is setting personal best as well. Hamilton, by the way, set a personal best purple final sector. Albon up to the line now. Can Williams do better at the moment? Well, they improved, but only to 14th. Russell's also in danger, so is Tsunoda. Sergio Perez down in 17th position. Don't forget, Perez had a horrific Monaco race after a poor qualifying that sent him into a wall. So we need a good qualifying session here today. Going up to the line. Perez is struggling out there. P13. Maybe just the track is not helping him. I don't know. This is worrying for Sergio. Verstappen managed to fare a lot better. 1:13.6 for him, so he improved a little bit more. Purple final set to 22.0. And, well, both the AlphaTauri is not looking good, but we'll see if De Vries find a bit more time. Joe comes across the line in 5th place. Norris will be coming up to the line soon as well. He comes up into 7th spot. De Vries struggling at the moment in turn 12. Losing a bit of time in that middle sector. Let's look at that chicane. Very nice and flowing now. You don't have to brake at well. You have to brake a little bit, but you can only lift. De Vries up to the line. Can he get himself out of the drop zone? Yes, he can. P7. So De Vries at the moment safe, but for how much longer? As the track... Oh, God. Well, people need to move out the way soon, because guess who's coming? We've got Charles Leclerc. I thought it was going to be Sainz, but nope, it's Charles Leclerc. Heading towards turn 14 now. Up to the line it goes, the Ferrari. He almost binned it there through New Holland, but we'll see. He goes only 16th. So at the moment, we've got Leclerc, Tsunoda, Russell, Albon, and Sargent in the danger of being knocked out. Why would I expect Leclerc to be there? I don't know. Here comes Sainz. Russell's improving. Let's watch Sainz first. Up to the line, 6th place. But I think you can find a bit more time in there. Russell is green. 1st sector. What is it compared to in relation to everybody else? He's about a 10th slower than his teammate. 10th slower than Piastri. So he's still there. I think he will get roughly about where Ocon and Joe is, as long as he has a good middle sector. Oh, he's down. He's lost a 10th over Perez. Even Russell's struggling. The tyres are not getting to him right now. I'm a bit... We could see 2 big contenders out of qualifying here. At the moment, we've got the 2 Williams, of course, they're expected. But we could have Russell be out here if he's not too careful. He needs miraculous final sector. Up to the line. He had a very good final sector. P8 for him. Will he stay there? But he will need to go again. He's on 7-lap old soft, by the way. As Hamilton is on his in-lap. Charles Leclerc, I believe, is on another run. No, he's not. He's going to go into the pit lane. So Charles Leclerc in danger. He will need to get things together as well. Get your predictions in
I'm here.
chat.
I'm back.
That was good time. I swear you always come in with good timing. Literally, they would just finish their laps.
Brilliant. So, in the drop zone is Perez and Leclerc. That's rather worrying as well. I did hear you, Jess. They are struggling, and this is why we Charles Leclerc look down towards turn 1, impeded. Loads of cars coming out of his pit lane and just lost out on time. And locked up as well.
Oh, it was. Well, there is an incident involving Sainz and Gasly Gasly did impede Sainz, and it will be investigated after the session.
Too right.
And I did say it could be a grid drop and penalty points.
I would say more grid drop as well, but that rain is incoming as well. I've just been hearing it over the radar several times. The rain is hanging around this circuit like very much a bad penny. And everyone's thinking the same thing, that it could be a bit disastrous.
Well, I did tell you this was going to be a shaky qualifying at this rate, and we're going to get that at the moment.
You're right.
Is that Stroll? Yeah, that's Stroll. Predicted knockout time according to AWS, 1:14.3. So basically...
Hang on, I think Josh has come back. Yeah.
Josh,
Yes, go on, what?
what on earth has happened to your Discord sound?
Ignore it. What's that?
Mute it.
Okay.
Just focus on TV pictures. If it's going wrong, going wrong. Well, that sounds great, doesn't it, as well? Like the Discord's having such a great nightmare as well. Anyway, so Perez
Well,
and
as long as
Leclerc.
they get TV pictures, it's all good.
Yeah.
And Josh will get audio anyway at the end.
That is true. He's better than that. He's good at that. Stroll's up there in times
Yeah.
as well. Can he improve from 13th though, Jess? He's been a bit outperforming the entire weekend. Can he finally jump himself up there?
Up to the line goes Stroll
Oh, yes.
third. Much better.
Much better. Look at that. They're all coming out now with 2:49 to go in this first session. Streaming out
Are
to
we
the
getting
track.
any more rain?
I can't see it on the radar. I think we're in the eye of the storm area. However, I hope they got on air soon, because they're doing that. It's nearly time for the session. So fingers crossed.
I will check afterwards to see, but we've got the first part of Q1 to cover. I do hope that Leclerc doesn't get knocked out.
I think we're all hoping that, aren't we? It can't be. Charles cannot get kicked out, especially out of this qualifying session.
He needs redemption, and he's not going to get redemption. He needs to help his teammate as well. Sainz, by the way, only 7th.
AVG is
The
open.
Fraser in 8th.
AVG's opened and been saying about financial scams. We don't need to know about that. We're trying to commentate.
What is that? Is that a bot?
No, it's the whatchamacallit. It's OBS. AVG.
Adverts.
AVG. It's open on my computer. The security phone.
Yeah. I get pop-ups my antivirus software all the time. I'm like, shut up!
I know. I hate it. I
don't
wish I
want to
could.
hear about it at the moment. I'm commentating.
I want to turn them off, but they never actually work. Some good stuff then. Perez with 90 seconds left needs to get out of the drop zone. Can he actually push it to do so? He swings out the last corner, boots it hard on the set of the C3 soft tyres, goes into 4th, 8.74. Magnussen, Leclerc, Sonoda, Albon, Sargent in the drop zone, and now Christian Horner isn't that worried.
No, I think both Red Bulls should be fine.
Verstappen and
Verstappen and
Gasly.
Gasly noted impeding. So Gasly again.
Gasly and Sainz investigate after the session. Turn 4 incident, as you said, involving Verstappen and Gasly has been noted. So again, we'll keep an eye on that. Fingers crossed it's not going to do too much impeding to the race. It's not going to change up things, but yeah, it's not looking great. Albon.
Yeah, I hope not as well. But I will, since Josh obviously is doing IndyCar, Josh Tiercourt, not IndyCar, British Touring Cars.
Gasly.
I will. Gasly P1. I'm looking at race control today, so
Keep an eye on it if you need it. Gasly's gone P1, 113.471. Verstappen second, Piastri third, Alonso 4th. He's gone up there, Stroll 5th. Time's coming in thick and fast. The checkered flag is out in this session, I believe. I think our timing screens have jumped actually a few seconds. So
I'm a bit worried about Leclerc, but we'll see if he can make it out the drop zone. Please.
11th.
At the moment.
Now the flag's out. The timing screen was wrong. Sonoda across the line.
Oh, Russell!
Russell!
First sector.
And Russell's in the drop zone as well. He needs to deliver. Sonoda's got through. That's put Sainz at risk. So one Ferrari and Hulkenberg.
7/10.
Hulkenberg fastest and Ocon second.
What?
Hulkenberg, the
Can we
fastest
get that
driver.
to 1-2, please? Oh my God, that will be insane. Right, anyway, here comes Lando Norris. He's in the drop zone. Can he make it out the drop zone? The answer to that will be... He
Wow!
won!
He's a 113 and Russell does a 113.3.
The track's quicker. The track's quicker.
Both
They all need
Ferrari
to be out.
for Hamilton.
Hamilton V1.
Here's
What the
Sainz.
hell?
Sainz is 18th.
Sainz.
Fourth. But look at that. Albon, Leclerc, Zhou. Gasly's will be rescued out of the session. Bottas,
Leclerc's not
15th.
improving. Leclerc's out.
Leclerc will not improve. He'll start the Spanish Grand Prix from 19th. Perez is on the cusp as well. Magnussen is improving.
Perez is fine. Perez is fine. The only one that improved is Bottas, but he didn't make it through, so Perez is safe.
Magnussen, Albon, Leclerc and Sargent are out. And the biggest
And
surprise... And Bottas too, yeah. The biggest surprise is Ferrari getting it wrong, and Charles Leclerc will start 19th and on row 10 of the grid.
Omi's gonna hate me.
We are out, right?
Yes, we are out.
Yes, you are out. And if that Ferrari strategy team is not out before the next Grand Prix, Maranello is going to riot. What is
I
happening?
got my prediction right, but I have to say, I'm glad Hulkenberg proved me wrong there. Because, so the only one I didn't get right was Leclerc. I got the rest right, so yeah. But yeah. Right, let me just check the streams.
What is happening? Lewis Hamilton, fastest, 1:12.937. Norris, Russell,
Lewis.
Sainz, Hulkenberg top 5, Ocon, Gasly, De Vries, Verstappen 9th, Zhou 10th, Piastri, Alonso, Stroll, Sonoda, Perez. Out of Q1 is Bottas, Magnussen, Albon, Leclerc and Sargent. You can't write it.
I would like to hear from Leclerc after this, actually, see how he feels. By the way, the other stream is live.
Oh, they got that bit tight, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, they did. I don't think the race has started, though, yet.
Session starts at 1:30 the hour, so I think they've just got in time. It's involving Verstappen and Gasly will be investigated after the session for impeding, so we are going to have a lot of time to cover in the next session. We're just trying to get the T feed open as well on our control.
Mine's not scrolling.
Yeah.
Oh, refresh it.
Yeah, mine's not working either, actually. I'm trying to get the... now we're trying
Yeah, right, there we go. I think it's going to scroll again, hopefully, fingers crossed.
So the action continuing to slow down as well as they come through. We've got the multi-screen open now up here in our commentary box. And hopefully it should work. There we go. So, go on, Jess.
So I think information about Leclerc complained about the rears. He was struggling with the rears, apparently, which probably did not help his session at all. Where did Leclerc finish in FP3?
Leclerc in FP3? I can't remember.
Yeah. All right.
Inside the top
I'll
10,
have to
wasn't it?
double check in a minute.
Oh dear, this is not again good end to the session. Here's the results then, and out of Q number 1. So it's Bottas, Magnussen, Albon, Leclerc, and Sargent is eliminated as well. Going through Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Gasly, De Vries, Verstappen, Zhou, Piastri, Alonso, Stroll, Sonoda, Perez as well in the elimination. Well, Jess,
Let's just say we got a British 1, 2, 3.
That's true, but in the complete
Please
order.
be like that in Silverstone. Please. I'll be cheering on the Hamilton straight going, yes!
And you are going to be at Silverstone, aren't you, as well, in the Hamilton Straight, so this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I paid a lot of money for it, but it was it's going to be worth it.
Certainly will be to see as well. Let's. What's this replay of Max Verstappen? A replay of him on the track, and this is him getting impeded by Gasly at turn 4. Yeah, Gasly completely impeding
again?
him. Yeah, completely impeding
I think we're
him.
going to get a replay. I think we're going to get a replay again in the world feed. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, same time. So here we go, Martin.
Attracting the steward's attention for this.
Radio.
What the f? This doesn't move.
Okay, Box Max. Don't think you realised you were on a push lap.
No, I don't think he did, Jess. What do you think?
I think Verstappen would have been fastest without the impeding there.
It's it's a difficult game, isn't it? They're going to play and they're going to run with it as well by saying this. Q2 will start 34 minutes past, which will mean 15 minutes later it ends at 49. Is that my maths working correctly?
I can't do math.
Yes, it is. My maths working correctly, thankfully.
Good.
So let's go over to Sky F1, catch our breath for a few minutes.
Certain to take a grid drop, sadly, for him.
So Q1 ended with Lewis Hamilton fastest and George Russell third fastest. Bradley Lord is the Mercedes Chief Communications Director. Of all the things I thought I'd be saying to you today, Bradley, that might not have been one of them. Great performance by your two drivers.
I can understand that, David, but it's quite nice to hear those words after what feels like quite a long while. So, yeah, got out on track in the best of the conditions at the end of the session, as we talked about earlier, and both drivers delivered. I think George is struggling to turn the car a little bit in turn 5, so there's still some sort of tweaks on tyre pressures and things to be done there, but overall both drivers doing a great job.
Through the sort of wet, dry session this morning, Bradley, did you see an improvement? Because I have to say, your car looked a bit of a handful yesterday, but were the drivers more confident?
Yeah, we sort of piled out on that first run right at the start of the session before the rain fell, and although we only got one timed lap in, both of them came back to the garage saying the car felt improved, felt settled, felt better to drive. So that was encouraging, but such a small sample size that you're wary of drawing conclusions. But thus far, we seem to be building on that in qualifying, in the laps we've done until now.
Help us out here as we look into Q2. Is this a more straightforward qualifying session, or have you got to be out there with the track ramping up all the time for multiple laps on the same set?
Exactly the discussion that's being had at the moment. I mean, the circuit is rubbering in. The choice is, do you run 2 new sets in this session, or do you try and get through on 1 and have 2 for Q3? It depends on your appetite for risk, and we'll see how that shapes up as the session unfolds. I think overall, run a new set early, get a time on the board, and then if you need to respond, you've still got the ability to do so, but are not in that, you've not boxed yourself into a pressure situation.
Bradley, thank you very much indeed. Great to have the insight this weekend for the first time from that Mercedes garage. And Bradley sat next to Toto Wolff.
Big impediment on the Alpine on that lap to Verstappen. Massive one, I mean, into 10-4, will be 3 places. Understood.
Fernando Alonso doing the steward's job for
Yes,
them.
he's please sir, and
Well, I think Fernando knows how to do the job properly, doesn't he, as we get ready for
Like
the
Sir
second set.
Vettel, remember?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Green light goes on, and qualifying number 2 is underway here at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. What's this session going to bring then? Leclerc already starts 19th on the grid. Guaranteed action tomorrow for the Grand Prix. And Verstappen and Perez heading first out there, Jess. So who's going to be your big surprise from this session then?
I did originally pick one Mercedes to be knocked out, but they were looking so much better in Q1, they felt the setup being troubled. Let me have a look at the T feed a minute, looking at the times.
So
I think Stroll will be knocked out of Q2. That will be my biggest surprise. I know it may not be everyone's big surprise, but
I'll go with you on it.
I think I'm going to be Stroll. I want to see Hulkenberg through to Q3. That will be amazing. So if any of the Haas strategy crew are listening, make it good for Hulkenberg, please.
By the way, I've discovered a problem with my idea to share screens upstairs. So I've got a different idea for Touring Car Race 2 tomorrow. That does work. Sorry, it doesn't work because I haven't got the idea of audio because I haven't used the HDMI splitter because it's in here. So I've got another way.
Ah, right.
Yeah, so I can't get the audio from the television because it's a straight cable. So I'm thinking of another way.
I'm sure Josh will figure something out, like for qualifying.
Oh, he's done something, yeah. But there is.
You'll probably do the same tomorrow then.
Jess, are we still connected together? Because my YouTube chat has just disconnected, but has now reconnected again. So never mind.
It's reconnect. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Yeah, it was just disconnected.
I think. Yeah, if anyone could put in chat if they can hear us, that would be lovely. Verstappen is. Oh, they're just starting their lap. Okay, I thought I was a bit worried there.
Just lap
Yeah.
times beginning. 21.7 though in the first sector. So Verstappen's going out, and Perez has actually dropped back massively behind him. So neither of the two Red Bulls are getting a toe off each other, which is very unusual. Usually we see the toes being gathered. And Perez, as a result, is falling. Look at that. 21.7 for Verstappen first sector. Perez at 21.8. So timings are not their friends.
That was it.
at the
No,
moment.
not good. Not good at the moment because they were in the 20s in Q1.
Yeah, massively off the pace. Come on.
Is this actually the sign of Red Bull struggling? Is this actually true?
Do you know, I was thinking, are they hitting problems? And I think they are, because don't forget, their dominance has come at street circuits as well. They got their win in Bahrain, but were dominant but had gearbox problems. We returned to a proper circuit, and there's...
That's not a bad time on 12.7.
We saw 111 yesterday though, and it's a dry
That is true.
track. But let's see from Perez, what can he do? It's a 113.614 across the line. Sainz will be the key as he comes across it. What's the bankers from him? Sonoda's looking quick. I thought Sonoda would be out, to be fair. You say it was in terms
Yeah,
it's
same.
full round.
It was just changing rapidly.
Bottas's time that he was eliminated with last time was a 113.997. At the moment, Perez is a 113.6, so we're nowhere near faster than what we had in the previous session from
But
him.
they all used tyres though, I think. I'll need to double check.
Perez is on used tyres, Verstappen is on brand new tyres.
Oh, that explains why Perez is so off the pace then.
8 tenths, nearly 9, yeah, 0.854 off the pace.
Yeah.
So I was wondering myself, to be fair. As they swing back, Sainz does a 113.7. I know he too has used old tyres in this first stint. Adam says, I can hear both of you loud and clear. Thanks, Adam. Still can't believe that
Adam.
Leclerc's 19th. That's crazy. My surprise, Nick de Vries will be in the top 10. Could happen. Where is
Well,
it?
that would be good. De Vries, to be fair, has not had a bad weekend so far. It's actually been pretty... Oh, no. I hope... Oh, they're on outlaps. Okay.
Yeah, outlaps, yeah. I was double checking that as well because Hamilton got behind. Look at that. They're counting round 6 as NA, which is Imola. But
No, it doesn't exist. Please.
yeah, never happened. In that case, where's China?
Well, I had to explain exactly the same thing for Formula 3 because
Yeah.
don't forget Formula 3 were meant to be at Imola, so I just had to make a complicated spiel this
And yet,
morning.
the Porsche Super Cup, which was supposed to start at Imola, didn't say, oh, it's round 2 in Monaco. It's round 1 in Monaco. So yeah.
Now, at least they got that right, Harry. I think it was Harry Benjamin?
Yeah.
Good old Harry. At least he got that right. Tsunoda P4.
Instant free session so far compared to the madness
Oh,
we
you
had
said it
first.
now.
Yeah, I did. As they
I
come
think
through.
the one person we don't want here is Little Al, because Little Al in F3 this morning, as soon as he came in the chat, boom, safety car.
Well, a red flag might help Josh and Omi get back in time for Q3.
Yeah, Josh is hoping for a red flag. I don't think the qualifying has started yet.
I think
No,
they've
yeah,
had a
it's
delay.
just started.
Yeah, they've had a
Like,
delay.
it's just started a minute ago.
They've had a massive delay to their qualifying, so they're done as well.
Yeah, it's literally like 9-10 minutes late.
Swing through.
Wow. That means we get to watch the end of their qualifying, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Oh, brilliant. I wonder if I can take over
Oh,
the stream.
yay! That's good.
Actually, it gives me time to set up the OBS stream for race 1.
IndyCar.
Yeah, and that too, yeah. So Russell out of the last corner then on his banker lap time in Q2. It's a 1:13.447, puts him second fastest.
That's used. That's used tyres from Russell, I think.
It's brand new, Jess. It's new.
Oh, is it? Oh, he must have struggled. Right, let's look at the T-feed then and see where he struggled then. Middle. It's
Yeah.
the middle sector
Whoa.
where he lost the time. 5 tenths slower than Verstappen.
Alonso's coming out the last corner. He's 15th at the moment. Oh, he's super smooth across the line. Second fastest on a new set of tyres. Ocon's coming too. The Spanish fans, you can hear applauding in the background. Ocon goes third, 1:13.372. Zhou 8th. Hamilton's in the drop zone again. Norris across the line only goes 9th. So Hamilton way in the drop zone, but he's only done a 1:38. That's not even a proper time yet from him.
I think we got someone across the... Oh, Hulkenberg's only 12. No.
Piastri's just got through in 10th, though. Gasly goes
Gasly 6th. Hamilton.
3/10 up.
Careful. Come on.
And he's 3/10 up on Norris's time. Now he's going to be up on Piastri's time as well, as Piastri's been dropped into the bottom half of the elimination zone.
Because Norris's time was all 27. Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, come on.
Norris is
Why
at
did it not let me-
1:14.202, Jess, for Norris.
No, I wanted Norris's sector 1 time because Lewis was purple middle sector, so I wanted to see.
Yeah, it's disappeared for me too. That's annoying. We need best sectors on up in the timing monitors.
Yeah, we need best sectors. Hamilton knows not purple in the middle. And
he
luckily
faster?
the one who was in Hamilton's way has gone into the pit. So Lewis Hamilton.
Ooh,
Can he go
corner.
fast in the session? Oh, if he didn't go that much, it would have been fastest. But that was a good time. I'm a bit worried he might have extended track limits there.
Yeah, too wide coming out of the last corner at turn 14 of New Holland as well. Bit of a peace sign being thrown up as well for P2 for Lewis Hamilton. 2/10
I
off
think
the
he was
pace.
happy with that. Yeah. He could have been...
Here it is, Jess. Did
20,
it go off?
yeah, he lost time in the Mercedes are struggling in the final sector. Let's have a look.
Well, he stayed on, but caught the...
I know to burst people's bubble, but looking at that, I think it's going to be an invalidation.
Bit too far off, wasn't it? He's all 4 wheels on. He's 2 wheels on.
I
but...
think it's going to be invalidation. No offense. Let's look at Jordan and see how he struggled.
Oh,
in
he
sector
twitched.
2. Yeah.
Radio.
Struggling so much here, mate. Cars bouncing all over the place, just no confidence with tyres.
And that was on his quick lap as well.
Yeah, Martin's right. That was on a faster lap time for Russell, so struggling there. Sea of red hats as well. And there's Spanish Ferrari fans of both Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso.
They're supporting both drivers. This is great to see.
Only Hamilton on the track, but he's coming in.
He is coming in. Even though I think it could be a validated lap time, I hope it's not.
To be honest with you, I'm quite surprised.
Because that was a very good lap time from Lewis Hamilton.
It's Anthony Davidson in the pit lane this weekend as well, but we haven't heard from him much, not even Ted, which I find surprising.
It was Martin Brundle in FP1.
Oh, let's hear from Rachel with Charles Leclerc.
Just tell us what the problems you were having out there then today.
I don't have the answer for now. The only thing I can say is that the left-hand corners were undrivable. The right-hand corners, the feeling was very similar to this morning. But there's just something off in the left-hand corners that we need to analyze and understand because it was very far off what I expected.
You said on the radio something about the rears. Is there a problem with the rears?
Yeah, it was on the rear, on the rear tires. I thought it was the tires on the first set, but then we went on the second set and the feeling was exactly the same. I just had no grip at all in the left-hand corners from the rears. So yeah, we'll check well the car, and I will be very surprised if everything was fine.
There was one lap where you were coming up to a load of traffic and you went off the track and round. Were you avoiding them, or could you just not brake into the corner? Do you remember?
I cannot even remember. I had so many moments, and even during the first red flag, I nearly lost it and put it in the gravel in a left-hand corner, and these were just very, very weird behavior. So we'll have to check the car.
And there's nothing you felt from yesterday? Yesterday was fine?
No, but even this morning in those conditions, in the tricky conditions of this morning, I was feeling really good with the car. So there's something off.
Okay, thanks, Charles. Thank you.
Yeah, from Charles Leclerc. That was interesting, wasn't it, Jess?
Yeah, it's a bit interesting that they were fine in Q3, practice 3, but not in Q1. So one of the setup changes were a bit off.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll see as it goes on. But we'll be starting 19th tomorrow. But Q2 is going to come to its climax very soon. Everyone is going out for one final time in the drop zone at the moment. Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Nick de Vries, Yuki Tsunoda and Nico Hulkenberg. And the ones at risk, Zhou Guanyu and Carlos Sainz. So I think pretty much everyone's going to go out again, unless you're... I think if you're actually even Verstappen and Hamilton will need to go out again.
Yeah.
We see how quickly the track improved in Q1. So I think everyone should go out. Yeah, Verstappen's going out again. That's good.
Helmut Marko watching on as well on the Red Bull Garage pit wall as he just takes a look at all the data. That rain, I can just see in the bottom corner, is now just in the exit of the curve, so it looks to be like it's moving away, which is a mighty good sign as Perez now drifts it round. Mexican fans in as well for Checo.
Hey, nice commitment as well.
At least
bring a Brit. I should bring the JB Motorsports flag and wave it in the crowd. Actually, no, I don't think that will be allowed, to be fair. But I'll find a British flag.
Well, I don't know why not. We'll get you one. We'll get you the British flag on the Hamilton Straight with a British flag. That's quite good.
I will try my best to get on. Joking. That's not going to happen because I don't think I'm nowhere near where the camera's going to be.
Well, we'll find the track map and I'll tell you where the cameras are, and you can go stand near the cameras.
I know where my seat is on Sunday.
Yeah, where is it?
I don't know. I haven't got my tickets with me.
Oh, Perez! He locked the rears and he's in the gravel trap. Perez in the gravel. He got on the dirt and he put him in. Now, can he keep the accelerator going? Look, Christian Horner having to watch yellow flags around, and I don't think he's beached him, but a crucial mistake in qualifying from Sergio Perez. Just a wheel on the dirt into turn 5 at Seat. And it's straight on.
He could get knocked out.
Yeah, he's
He could
P8.
get knocked out of qualifying.
Go. We've got the fuel, we can go again.
Yeah.
We can go again.
They're going again.
But he's got loads of dirt on the tyres. That's a risky one.
Hulkenberg is improving to the limit, 5 tenths quicker than Zhou Guanyu.
We had this discussion in one of the practice sessions as well.
Oh!
He's got impeded massively there. I'm trying to see it by De Vries. It was De Vries who's...
Again.
De Vries has literally just stopped on the track, on that driver tracker. He's not even moving, and Verstappen and Russell are coming towards him as well. Hulkenberg still improves to 4th, but it could have been so much more. That Haas
Could have
is
been, I
looking
think
good.
could have been Alonso.
Yeah, I second that. Sainz coming up now as well in the last minute of this session. He's P10. Zhou, Norris, Piastri, De Vries and Tsunoda in the drop zone at the moment. Russell getting out of the way. Here comes Sainz towards the line. Pushes hard with the DRS open. Is he quicker or not? Yes! But he's 30 thousandths of a second off the Verstappen's time. Here comes Gasly. He takes the flag next. 4th place. So Perez is now at risk, and there's some smoke coming from Hamilton. They've contacted! Hamilton and Russell have had contact! I don't believe it. Look at Hamilton's front wing. I was wondering why there was smoke. Hamilton has hit the back of his teammate George Russell into turn 1. I don't believe it! There's damage on Hamilton's front wing!
2016 vibes.
And Norris goes second with the fastest third sector! Checkered flag is out! The session is over!
Piastri's going to be improving, hopefully.
Can
That could be a shocker.
Can Piastri take anything? Hamilton might not. Hamilton's 4th. That could be out of it. Russell's P10. Can Piastri go through? Alonso 7th. Here's Piastri. 13th to 6th. Russell's out!
Piastri's through!
Brilliant job from Oscar Piastri! Both the McLarens!
Right, let me see if anyone else improved. I don't think De Vries improved to 50. Perez is improving at the moment. He's the only one that could improve. Only one that could improve.
Russell is out of qualifying. Zhou is out of qualifying. Perez with dirty tyres is just on the cusp. McLaren having their best weekend.
I think he's safe. I think he's fine.
Blue flag by Hamilton. He's got a bit of traffic. Hamilton's through. Verstappen, Tsunoda's on his lap time deleted. Russell's out. Perez across the line to kick Hulkenberg. He doesn't do it. Perez is out of qualifying again.
What a god.
We've got
we've had Leclerc out, then Perez and Russell.
What a qualifying this Barcelona track is delivering.
Oh my god. Lando Norris P2.
And look at the top 3. 30 thousandths of a second between them.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Sorry.
So he was frustrated. Gorgeous.
I can't wait until Q3. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. The 2 McLarens are through. Gasly's through.
I swear Hamilton hit Russell. Look at Russell. Look at Russell's aero. He's got a problem. So, yeah, look, Hamilton and Russell have made contact.
It was Hamilton's fault. It was Hamilton's fault.
I knew I was right. Hamilton tries to pass Russell. Russell defends and there's contact.
I don't get it.
It's pretty dangerous. Might have some damage on the car.
I don't think Russell moved.
I don't think George
I don't
backed
get
off.
it. What? I don't get it. They should have been spread out on the track.
That's really poor from Mercedes. Wow.
I think it's the team. No, I think it's the team, but that's Perez, I think, struggling.
That's his second off, or is that the first one again? That's
well,
the first
at least
off.
oh my God, Perez and Russell are gonna battle again. Oh God.
Wow.
Oh God.
What a qualifying this is turning out to be. Q3.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad you got me for this session.
Q3 starting soon, but my goodness me. Is this just turning into absolute chaos in this qualifying? Mick Schumacher doesn't know what to make of it. Toto is furious. I can see it behind his eye.
There's going to be a big debrief at the end of quali. Let's just say.
Sky have got, of course, someone in the pit lane that we can talk to as well. So I look forward to that.
Rachel Brooks, it will be in a minute. Or is it Davison?
We'll find out in a sec. Yeah, find out in a second.
Well, not now.
Here's your results then from the second part of qualifying. Perez, Russell, Zhou, De Vries, Tsunoda, all out of qualifying number 2. Out in Q1 was Bottas, Magnussen, Albon, Leclerc and Sargent. So 11 to 20 is locked in, but the top 10 is still up for grabs here. It's Verstappen going through with Norris in second, but separated by 16 thousandths. Sainz is in third, separating the top 3 to 30 thousandths of a second. Hamilton is fourth, but with damage to his car. Ocon is fifth, Piastri 6th, Stroll 7th, Alonso's 8th, Gasly 9th, and Hulkenberg in the Haas goes P10. And I swear there was some damage to the head restraint of Russell.
I think it's damage to both the cars, to be honest. By the way, it's been noted the Mercedes incident for impeding turn 1, so I wonder if it's going to be under investigation. It's hard to tell, really, to be honest.
This is going to be a really close qualifying 3, and we're going to be dealing with tomorrow a lot. So tune into the pre-show, I guess, and that's going to be on here from 1 p.m. The pit lane opens at 10 past the hour, and the race gets underway as well just after. We are in for an absolutely insane Spanish Grand Prix, and we haven't even decided who's on pole position yet. I don't think it's going to be Alonso. You know, I think it could be a McLaren, you know. I think it could be Lando Norris.
Oh my God, that will be amazing.
Yeah.
Can I call it if it's Norris, please?
To be fair though, I text my friend who is currently a massive Lando Norris fan. Do you remember I told you about her?
Yeah.
She's actually not watching this qualifying session. She's out on a
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did she watch the one where Norris got pole?
No, before her time. Yeah, I think. Oh no, 2021.
Okay.
Oh, actually, maybe 2021. Yeah, maybe actually. Yeah, I could have done.
Oh, right. It's good. I think it's gonna be. I don't know who's literally gonna get pole.
Jess, look what's popped up on the timing screen. Instant
We'll be investigating after the session. Hamilton and Russell.
Oh, let's go back to. Let's go back.
I don't know what to call. I don't know who to call.
Here's Sky.
I originally thought it was Hamilton. Sorry, Simon.
No. What do you think? As we look at it, it's Hamilton, isn't it?
I originally thought it was Hamilton.
But
did Russell back off?
No, Russell was full throttle.
Yeah, it was Lewis's fault.
Right, let's go to Sky.
The speed into the first corner, and he was checking his left-hand mirror. I think his teammate got such a tremendous slipstream behind him, did Lewis Hamilton, and the pair of them were trying to start a hot lap.
Bradley Lord, the Chief Communications Director, is with us. Bradley, we see that sort of thing happening from one car to another from time to time, rarely between two teammates. Talk us through what happened.
I think as you and Martin were saying, David, is miscommunication. George had aborted one lap and was trying to get track position for his flying lap. Lewis came up behind him, starting his as well, and yeah, miscommunication between the two. Obviously the Ferrari there as well, finishing its lap and pulling to the right. So tricky situation, and not, never something you want to see on track between the team's two cars.
I understand George did apologise, came over the team radio and did that. Have you got another front wing, just like the one Lewis Hamilton needs repairing?
Yeah, that's on the car already and in the car and ready to go. We don't think there's any other damage to Lewis's car either, so hopefully it won't disrupt his flow too much as he heads into Q3.
Yeah, he was down the grass a bit, wasn't he? So I'd imagine the underfloor might look a touch scruffy, but I was thinking you could steal the front wing off George's car. He doesn't need it anymore, but he's in Parc Ferme, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the stewards will take a dim view of that one, Martin. So no, we've got a spare, and you can obviously replace damaged parts, so we've done exactly that.
On the positive side, there is pace there for Lewis. While George has been struggling with tyres, Lewis is finding pace on a track that we know he loves. 6 pole positions here, 9 consecutive front row starts.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's got pace. The McLarens are clearly performing strongly as well, looking at Lando in P2 and Piastri in P6. So, yeah, there's a few cars up there, and it's going to be an exciting Q3 with a real mix of teams as well, with some of the bigger names that have dropped out earlier on.
And briefly, are we still getting a big track evolution too?
Honestly, our attention has been a little bit elsewhere, so I'd have to switch the screen in order to check what the track evolution is doing. But I'm sure it will, as always here, be quickest at the end of the session, especially if the temperatures are staying cool or dropping a little as well.
Bradley, thank you very much. Perfect timing. Pit lane exits is...
Yep. Here we go then. And the green light is on and qualifying is underway. The final part, the juicy part. Who is going to take pole position in this session? A reminder to come through. This is looking good. Norris. To be honest, Jess, I'm with you. I want Norris to get it, just so that my friend I can see the like, what have I done moment. Here it is again then. Talk us through it. Hamilton versus Russell and the contact.
I think what Mercedes should have done was should have let them out at different times, because otherwise this wouldn't have happened.
I spotted it immediately because I saw the dust and I thought Hamilton's hit Russell. Look, I saw the dust.
You didn't tell me there was a car behind. Yeah, sorry guys, don't know what the hell went on this session. It was all going on.
Yeah, it really was.
So Russell apologised there. So did he take the blame for it?
I think he did. I didn't
think it was his fault.
Impeding. So we've got so many impedings. We could be here for all night for grid penalties.
I'm not saying this because I'm a George Russell fan. Honestly, I'm looking at it and I think, I don't know.
Quite interesting, isn't it? This one. It's quite. It's a fun session.
This is the first, I think, kind of incident we've had with the two teammates.
This season, yeah, you're right. Although
this season, but 2016, oh my God! If something happened similar to what we saw in 2016,
right there.
I hope not.
Yeah, right there, wasn't it? Down turn 4.
Yeah, right there, turn 4, which was a big meme at the moment. But they all going out then for 10 minutes. Who's gonna be pole? Well, we both think it's Norris. I think it's gonna be Alonso. Josh, who do you think is gonna get pole?
I think Norris. Realistically, it's going to be Verstappen, isn't it? Because Perez isn't there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too close to call, and there's some gravel work.
Alonso's car!
Yeah, floor damage. Wow, that's him done. Always goes wrong for him, doesn't it?
Can I make a new prediction?
Yes.
I'm going to go boring, Verstappen.
Well, if Verstappen does get pole position, it'll be his 24th career pole position in as well.
Imagine if Sainz can get pole.
It'll be his 4th pole of his career. If Leclerc...
And if Norris gets pole, it'll be his 2nd.
Yep, of course, Russia in 21.
Has Gasly ever gotten pole?
Gasly has not ever had a pole position. He's had a win. Gasly's had 1 win, 3 fastest laps and 3 podiums, but he's never had...
Just like me in league racing, I've had a win, but not a pole.
Yeah.
So yeah, here comes Verstappen then.
He's on the time. First sector is on the run up as well in towards turn 4. So here it is. Verstappen does a 21.536. That's down actually on the fastest times we've been seeing here as well. Piastri has set the benchmark 1:13.772, but Verstappen is up in that time. Second sector for Ocon is a 29.6. That's going to be, I think, cleared as well. Let's see what it is for Verstappen. Coming out of Kampsa and into the braking zone for turn 10. That's the second sector. DRS is open. Ocon now 113.656. And Verstappen's up 50.6, second sector up as well. So the times just coming in and out, but is Max Verstappen going to take a pole position and not go out for the rest of the session? That car it looks twitchy, doesn't it? We thought that in Monaco though, and he got poled.
Yeah, and I think we could see the same here because I'm looking at his set times and it's looking very good. Wow!
1:12.272 for Max Verstappen, 1.3 seconds. Here comes the rest of the heavy hitters. Sainz across the line, and 1:13.7. Reminder, Hamilton has put on new compound of tyres, so did Norris. 1:13.5. No,
I think Norris struggled, but let's look at Lewis then. Turn 12 he goes, and it's not looking good at all for Lewis Hamilton. By the way, I think both of our qualifiers for BKTC and this are going to finish similar time at this rate. They've got about 7 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go.
And Hamilton does a 1:13.196. He's a second off of Verstappen's time. Wow. It just gets worse.
Verstappen has won the Spanish Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Let's end the watching on there. Bye-bye.
I keep telling you, if Perez is the only one who can fight for the title, and he's making constant mistakes at this rate, it's going to be Verstappen champion by Zandvoort.
Oh, God.
And Leclerc is left to watch on for the last 2 sessions. Oh, my. Ferrari have got work
it's
to do.
going to end in tears.
I reckon they'll walk out mid-season. I reckon Leclerc will walk out mid-season and go somewhere else. And I reckon that somewhere else will be Red Bull.
Do you think?
Yeah, they'll welcome him with open arms. They'll get rid of Perez.
But while Verstappen and Leclerc do get on well...
Verstappen P1, he had a new soft air. Everyone else is on used tyre.
Yeah. Apart from him, Hamilton was on a brand new soft tyre as well. So Hamilton...
So Norris wasn't on a used set, okay.
Yeah, Norris...
I still have hopes for Norris.
So it was a new set for Verstappen and Hamilton. But still,
everyone else was on used.
Yeah, that still puts Hamilton a second off of Verstappen's time on the same new tyre.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's alarming.
I hope Lewis has a new set left, but we'll obviously have to wait and see.
Hulkenberg's still circulating, but he's done a... This is an outlap for Nico. So this is Hulkenberg out there on a brand new set of tyres. He's going while there's no traffic. Smart idea from the Hulk.
Well, we just want to get impeded, so why not?
Yeah.
And, you know, like, he's done well to get to this part of the session. I have to say Hulkenberg has been improving in recent rounds, but Steiner, I think, is watching on. Hulkenberg has never had a podium, has never had a win. He's had a pole. I think it was Brazil 2012 was his last. What? 10.
Yeah.
I got the right track.
He led, of course.
But, yeah.
Nearly won there in 12. Yeah.
He almost won in Germany one year, and he bottled it.
I was so angry with him for that. That's
me too, because I wanted him to get a podium so bad.
I think that's been part of our classic Grand Prix actually, on the F1 YouTube when we do throwback weekends. The 2019. I think it's part of our classic Grand Prix watch over the Christmas period. More of that is coming, by the way, for classic F1 races. They've been working in the background, and more will be coming during the breaks from Formula One and in the winter season as well. Got loads of plans for Formula One. Hulkenberg does, second sector, 6 tenths down. This still puts him P2, Jess. That's the thing. Still puts him second on the grid.
But he's going to be out of sync with everybody. But I don't think he's going to be fastest, I don't think. But we'll see. Now, a lot of people are asking why Alonso hasn't gone out. I mean, he's got floor damage. That's why he's still in the pits. I don't think he's going to make it in time. But Hulkenberg third.
That's a strong statement from the Haas. And they like it too in the garage. Round of applause as well.
I'm excited. Could Hulkenberg get his first podium? He's had the longest streak without a podium in Formula One. Can that streak end today? I really hope so. Oh, tomorrow, sorry.
My friend has just just texting me. Of course he would be when I can't watch it. Aha.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we found the
I
good
wonder
luck
if
charm.
one team. Sorry.
So I said I think we found the bad luck charm or the good luck charm. Go
Yeah.
on. Oh, here we
What
go.
is it? So the bad luck charm is.
When she's watching the sessions. The good luck is when she doesn't watch it. Sessions on there.
Fernando Alonso
One
is
run.
back out on circuit.
Just one run though, Jess. That's going to be quite close now.
And here come the cheers.
The new grandstand at Turn 1. Just listen to that. Wow.
Oh, that's amazing. That'll be me and Silverstone cheering for the British drivers going, woo!
Take earplugs though. They get loud at the grandstands as well. I nearly got deafened.
Yeah, will they have earplugs at the venue?
Yeah. That's why I picked up a pair. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'll need one. Right, 2 minutes to go. Get your I need to actually check because they might have predicted people for pole position at this. I should have got the right stream up. Oh God, there's a red flag in BTCC.
That's great for us. We can hop over there then.
Yep.
Invade their stream.
Well,
for
with
once.
2 minutes, with two minutes to go, they probably would have stopped the session.
No,
But
no.
we'll see.
Hang on. Is that so? Did you say, Jess? There's a red flag with 2 minutes to go in the touring cars.
Yes.
Then it resets to 5 minutes. If there's a red flag inside the last 5 minutes, it resets to another 5. Yeah.
Oh.
So
That means we can watch the end.
And that does mean,
Right,
yeah.
I will stream it on this channel.
Fab.
Richie, come and join this channel at the end of it.
Don't know where Richie is at the moment. So
Not yet, though, obviously, because we've still got 1 minute to go.
a grandstand finish to qualifying number 3. Fernando Alonso with floor damage repaired gets the cheer of the fans at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. The current running order: Verstappen, Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Norris, Ocon, Sainz, Piastri, Stroll, Gasly and Alonso as they circulate on the circuit. What is going to happen, Jess? I've got no clue. This looks completely unbelievable.
I commentated on a great F3 race earlier, and we got a great qualifying. I swear it's the me vibe. I'm joking, it's not the me vibe. It's just, I think since the removal of that last chicane,
yeah,
we've had some great battles. We've had some great laps as well. Alonso's not improving. Well, he is, but not on Verstappen at the moment. But we'll see what he can do. 10th at the moment. The only person yet to set a time. We've got to keep an eye on Lando
Norris is good.
as well. Lando Norris only green in the first set to 21.720. He's faster than Hülkenberg though.
Yeah, and Hulk's
21.8 for Lewis Hamilton.
Hulk's coming to the pit lane as well, so he's down. The fans are getting louder than our microphones can handle. Alonso across the line and only goes 4th alongside Hülkenberg on the second row of the grid. Sainz is 7th at the moment as the checker flag. Sainz goes 2nd. Oh, brilliant. Hamilton next up as well. Stroll's 3rd. Stroll's out qualified. Brilliant job from Lance Stroll. Ocon goes 4th. Alonso.
Norris going to be going up to the line soon.
And Lando Norris is 3rd. Go on, Jess.
Well, here we go then. 3/10 down on Lewis Hamilton. On Max Verstappen goes Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen is not improving, so the only one that can improve is Hamilton, because Alonso is backed off.
Gasly's
Verstappen
4th.
is purple in the middle sector, but here comes Hamilton. Can he go provisional pole position? The answer to that is no. P5. Max Verstappen at the moment. Actually, no, yeah. Max
He's got
Verstappen
it.
is on pole.
His 24th career pole position. There is no stopping Red Bull in 2023. Perez may falter, but the king is on top. Max Verstappen takes his 24th career pole at the Spanish Grand Prix. And there's a Spaniard on the front row, but it's not Fernando. It's the smooth operator of Sainz.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, also that last time was going to be very lovely.
It was.
Well done, guys. not worth taking the last sector in it. Well done, mate.
Yeah, we'll save it.
And he said that at the beginning of the session as well.
But I think Lando, Jess, P3. McLaren are back.
Wow. Could Lando Norris get his first podium since Imola 2022?
So much on the line. This is Lando now. Let's hear from him on the radio. I think my friend's gonna have a heart attack at this rate. There we go. Are we gonna
I think we're all gonna have a heart attack.
Look, Zach Brown is delighted.
Oh, he's chosen the right weekend to go to Spain. I swear it's his McLaren's good luck charm.
Look at the Indy 500 as well. And that livery, I think, needs to stay permanently. It's working too well.
It's been, yeah, they got double points in Monaco as well. 9th and 10th. I think, was it 9th and 10th?
8th and 9th? Something like that. 7th and 9th?
Oh, I can't remember, but yeah. I am so... Oh, look. Verstappen's going to Norris. Oh.
Where did you start? P3. And congratulations, a big smile on his face.
Verstappen and Norris are good friends, though.
And so is he in Sainz as well. So and so is Gasly. It's the body four at the top. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. Who we're going to hear from in the interviews? Well, I think it's Naomi Schiff.
I'm looking down. I think it's Naomi. Can't be Martin.
I think it could be.
It's not Coulthard.
It's not Coulthard. It's not Buxton. It's not Laura. It's not Rachel Brooke. I can tell you that.
Pedro de la Rosa, probably.
Oh, yeah, it could be. No, you're saving for the race.
Yeah.
Surely.
Sainz is P2. We don't get told who the interviewer is either. Oh, hang on a minute. Who is it?
No, it's not Schiff.
It's Marc Genet!
Hey!
Let's go out to Marc Genet.
So let's hear from the pole sitter for the Spanish Grand Prix.
For the first time in the Spanish Grand Prix, well done. Tell me, how good was the lap? It looked easy. I'm sure it's not, but it looked easy.
Yeah, the car was really good. I mean, of course, qualifying started off a bit tricky with the weather, but once it started to dry out, and now in Q3 as well, yeah, the car was on rails, and it was really, really enjoyable to drive today.
You've won Spain, of course, last year, and the first win for you. How special was that win, and how special do you think it will be to win also here tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I love coming to Barcelona in general. I love the track. I love the fans. They really love racing, and I had a lot of great memories here. And hopefully tomorrow we can add another one.
Thank you very much, and well done, Max. Thanks.
And next will be Carlos Sainz.
Listen to the chair. Wow. Wow.
Señores, Carlos Sainz.
Oh my!
I don't know if you could hear them, but when the car went by, they were really pushing for you, you know? ¿Cuándo has disfrutado con esta vuelta? How nice was it to get that front row, the best result for you this season?
Yeah, and I needed it because it was super tight, very, very tricky conditions out there today, and even getting through Q1, Q2 without any issues, and putting a good lap only with one set in Q3 was probably one of the most tricky qualities I've had here in Barcelona in terms of conditions, but we did it. I think we are in the best possible position going into tomorrow, and now we can focus in trying to get that podium tomorrow.
Max is a little bit ahead, but how good was your lap? Do you still had some time, or it was as good as it could be?
I was very good today. I felt like I was driving very well. It's always 1/10 here, 1/10 there, but I was pushing everything. I didn't leave anything on the table today. I was pushing flat out. It was very tight, even with McLaren, with Alpine, with Mercedes, Aston. We were all in the same group basically this weekend. So I think P2 is as far as I could make it today, and that 12.7 a pretty good lap.
Puedes estar muy contenta. La última pregunta en español. ¿Qué les dices a todos estos fans que te han venido a ver por todo el circuito para mañana? ¿Cuál es tu mensaje para ellos?
Que gracias, que hoy se ha notado porque hoy era complicado. Ya habéis visto que las condiciones para todos eran realmente difíciles, y tener el apoyo de la afición seguro que ha ayudado en esa vuelta de Q3, Q1, Q2 y Q3, porque todas las sesiones han sido muy al límite, y ahora a intentar ir a por el podio mañana.
Suerte.
And finally, we will hear from the British driver in the
Lando.
McLaren, his first P3, Lando
I don't know if you were
Norris.
expecting it. You've been very fast from the very beginning in qualifying, you know? How come you came into life like that?
Oh, I have no idea. Yeah, I'm surprised to be here, but amazing job, P3, almost P2. But it's a home race for Carlos, so I thought I'd give him a couple tenths, you know. But yeah, very happy, P3. It was nice, the whole of qualifying, we were quite quick, so all good.
You have a lot of fans as well for you. Two questions into one. First is how much did you like the new section, the last corner? It looked super fast. And then how difficult were conditions in Q1? Because we saw a lot of drivers making mistakes.
I mean, it seems to be good for us, so I would say I like it. It's one of our strengths, the high-speed corners, so yeah, I'm very happy. I think difficult qualifying, but always in these conditions, the tricky ones, we seem to do well, so seem to suit me.
Enjoy and best of luck for tomorrow.
Gracias. Cheers.
Yeah, I've just got a text my friend saying, yeah, tell me now. I think I might just send an image of the timing screen. I think that's the way to go, isn't it? That's.
No, you should have sent him a picture of Lando Norris being so happy with himself.
That's the point. I should have. If we cut to him. No.
It's too late. It's too late now.
I've got the timing screen.
Wait, have I got Sky Go open? I've got Sky Go open.
Screenshot and send. Screenshot and send. So.
Wait, hold on. If I. Oh no, it won't let me. It's black.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll send the photos. All right.
Okay.
Here's the starting grid then for tomorrow's race. Row 1 will see Verstappen and Sainz. Row 2, Norris and Gasly. Row 3, Hamilton and Stroll. Row 4, Ocon and Hülkenberg. Row 5, Alonso Piastri. Row 6 sees Perez and Russell. Row 7 is Zhou and De Vries. Row 8 is Tsunoda and Bottas. Row 9, Magnussen and Albon. Row 10 is Leclerc and Sargent. Such a mixed up grid as well going into tomorrow, Jess, and I don't know what's going to happen. I physically don't know who is going to be victorious, because I don't think it's going to be Verstappen, because he's got no backup.
I think it's going to be an absolute treat tomorrow. Make sure you do watch the pre-show at 1 o'clock as well, because I think we're going to go into detail of what's going to go on, and the race starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow. I can't call it, to be honest, at the end of the day. I was saying to my mum and dad, I would like to see anyone but the Red Bulls win tomorrow, and we could get our wish, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I was hyping the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix with a mixed-up grid. That didn't happen, unfortunately. So, not going to hype it too much, but yeah, should be a good one. Luckily, the BTCC race is only 20 minutes, so I should be able to catch most of the Grand Prix.
I keep
which
the other
will be good.
on,
So,
keep the other on it on an iPad or something, and you're fine.
yeah,
Or tablet,
I'm gonna do that as well. So yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah,
But
or
yeah.
you could be really cheeky and get Josh to put the race alongside the Discord commentary, so you've got both the touring cars.
No,
and
that will
F1.
distract me.
That's what usually
That
happens.
will distract me. But anyway.
Well, Jess, thank you very
I'll let
much
you wrap it up.
for turning up as well for qualifying. Can't wait to have you in the race tomorrow as well after the touring cars.
Yeah, after the BTCC.
Yeah, it's going to be a great race. I think we've got unpredictable tomorrow. So let's just wrap this up. We've got a Red Bull, a Ferrari, and a McLaren. 1, 2, 3, with then followed by 4th different team of Alpine, 5th different team as well of a Mercedes, 6th different team of an Aston Martin with Stroll. 6 of the 10 manufacturers inside the top 6, looking absolutely epic. Can't call it as well. Throw Haas in to make it 7 in the top 8. It's going to be fantastic. Join us tomorrow for the action. Next up, Grid Network is the place to be at 5 p.m. So in around about 40 minutes time for all the action from their Grid Live pre-race show. And then at 6:15 we're live on here as well with coverage of qualifying from IndyCar. And it's nearly time for bed. We can't wait. My thanks to you, Jess.
Woo!
My thanks to Omi and Josh as well for the touring cars. We'll see you later. From us all here, it's Verstappen on pole. What will tomorrow bring in a wet track expected? Join us to find out for the Spanish Grand Prix. Who says it's dull? That was the best qualifying of the year. See you soon. Bye-bye.